Aghanim Scepter, and they sort of made Miracle less of the focus of their team, and they put a lot of the pressure on the no-tail, and I like that they did that. It kind of speaks...
Already feeling a lot of pressure from this Viper, while Kaka runs into the combo fly and crit. Managed to get a early Mud Golem, though, and that's pretty important. Being able to spam out those hurl boulders, free mana cost. How much help? Well, they're still trying to go on a Kaka here, but he will be able to easily survive. Now the turnaround comes. His no-tail going to be blocked out, but they get the first blood onto the Doom. Doomlings come out, though, and that'll ensure a turnaround kill, and maybe even more. They snowball up, trying to go for crit. Another shard comes in. Crit very low, but they can't quite get the range. And Old 11, he's got to back away from Fly. Decay up in 5 more seconds, but then rip. No. Healing Salve.
The real Doom has joined the Doomlings.
No, Kaka's going to be able to join the rest of them, but Fly, he's more than tanky enough to live through this, and he will challenge the Doom as best as possible and create more space. Knows so well that he can drop incredibly low, but thanks to the decay stacks as well as the mango and then soul rip on himself, he will be able to survive. Double avalanche. The snowball goes out, but Kaka is tossed back. They bring him into the snowball, now trying to get away, but they get the kill again. More Doomlings cut out. This time around, Old 11 doesn't really have the opportunity to set up a turnaround kill. Missed.
I only got a haste rune out of this, guys.
Top lane, Old 11's going to be caught. He does have Snowball. Crit's pretty low. He dodged the avalanche, but it's going to be the tether slow that keeps him at bay. Unable to really chase down Crit effectively, and barely gets that kill. Just before he has to die to Tiny, but at least he gets the exchange. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they caught Moon Meander. CTY comes over and lands a power shot.
Yeah, they're still doing a good job of getting trades, and most importantly for OG, they are punishing the offlaner.
Miracle. Turn around here before he gets his level 6. Just that one stun. It looks like it's going to be enough. Miracle dove all the way in. And even the Ice Shards comes out from Old 11 to make sure there's no escape for this Alchemist.
Yeah, I think that was the right decision to not even bother using it. Old Chicken is quite low as well. Might decide to just ferry himself a salve.
Oh, Moon Meander, shackle shot in the bottom lane. Moon Meander's going to be dying low, and more hit. CTY, long range shot, and will be able to get it.
Really good pickup there. Moon Meander.
Old Chicken forces out another Chemical Rage from Miracle. He's still got plenty of battle charges, though, on him. Starts coming forward, does manage to get the extra slow. They also have Old 11 here for the extra burst damage, but the turnaround is OG. Pop the tombstone.
Oh, he does
out. Nice snowball saving the unstable Concoction, unable to finish off on him. It's going to be Fly who may be dying. Slow rips himself, keeps himself alive. Old 11 has a lot of zombies out. Looks like they will be able to get that one kill. Shackle shot onto Moon Meander right in front of the tier 1 tower. But Old Chicken is low. The Fisher brings him low, and now Miracle is going to be going to the next target. Old 11, he does still have mana, though, has a snowball ready to go, but no opportunity for a turnaround. Moon Meander going for the TP out. Old 11 sees him. Snowball will stop that TP. It looks like Moon Meander will die as CTY catches up. The body blocks are easily going to ensure kill. But a nice fight for OG. It seems like Kaka coming in. Block out. Oh, no tail. This is going to be an opportunity for CTY.
Oh, that's Shackle!
Gets the Shackle shot right onto the range creep. Soul
that's toss
the toss board. Old 11, he gets set up and tossed in. Miracle claims that one.
I thought the Shackle was going to be enough, but not enough mana for that power shot.
Be very good versus Viper, who, as you were pointing out, his magic resistance is one of his key strengths. But if you can bring some heavy damage, physical damage nukes, maybe you can bring him down fast. They're going to try and go onto him now. He's trying to threaten Fly and will be taken out by the Toss Ice Shards. No response from OG.
Yeah, I think Fly is quite surprised that he was able to... It does land. They should be able to get this mid tower. I don't know if OG want to give this up. They don't have the relocate available.
Oh, the block! Oh, didn't quite get it, but still, No-Till's going to be able to get the combination on the two of them. Unstable Concoction. Old 11 does go down. Moon makes sure with the Echo Slam that it's a quick kill. The rest of OG thinking about, yeah, they're going to just back out.
Please spare some time to be able to farm and catch up in gold. You don't want to revert yourself to a pure 4 position with this hero.
Oh, they're going to go for the relocate in bottom lane. Lonham didn't stand a chance. Good lord. He had his ultimate, but look at top lane. EHOME may still go for the dive on the relocate
Radiant's
back.
bottom tower is under attack.
Lewis comes back by himself. Kaka's on the other side. Will run into him now and doesn't pop the Doom in time. Crit actually gets away with the tether.
Top tower is under attack.
And a clean escape for OG. I thought they were going to push out that top lane by themselves, but they're actually going to TP in. Not wanting to give up any ground to OG. Old Chicken putting himself on the front lines. He knows that he's more than taking enough to deal with the combination from No-Tail, especially with the living armor. Shackle shot onto the two of them, but there's the interrupt from Moon Meander with a two-man Fisher. They're still going to be able to get some damage onto No-Tail. There is no relocate to be able to save him. No-Tail gets blocked out, and healthily enough, Snowball comes in. They go straight into No-Tail, trying to lock him down. They throw out the Doom onto the Earthshaker, preventing that turnaround, but the Undying Tombstone, it's going to be doing so much work against EHOME as they now are forced to retreat. OG are going to look for those pickoffs. There's still some healthy members here. Old Chicken, he's going to be the first target. Moon Meander, his Doom is almost run out here. He's going to be able to get off of Fisher, looking for more. Shackle shot gets laid out in No-Tail. Crit's keeping him alive though, and EHOME won't be able to go for that kill, at least not right away. CTY, he needs to help out his side heroes. Echo Slam, Old 11 doesn't get hit by that stun. Can manage to get off the Snowball, dodging the toss. He'll get a little damage onto the Earthshaker, but will stunned up by the unstable concoction. He's still alive somehow, but at least he ensured a turnaround kill. Kaka's next up. No-Tail keeps on going for him. Combination, more than enough, is the Doom. Low on net worth, had no HP. And OG with
And Crit did such a good job of keeping everybody alive, doesn't stick himself on just No-Tail, constantly rotating around. And this is what makes IO such an annoying hero. They're gonna go for more though!
CTY! He did not expect No-Tail was stalking him the whole way through. 9-12 now as the items come rolling in for OG.
No-Tail might have stayed a little bit too long, but Crit's right here.
He doesn't have the mana for a relocate, but the movement speed is enough to stay ahead of Old Chicken.
OG's gonna go for a smoke. You don't need the tiny wisp to go for this. They're much better off just continuing to farm. No-Tail's gonna go for the same build as he did in the last one.
Old 11, he's gonna run back into this one. Snowball laid out, actually going through to Moon Meander. He's gonna try and get the punch, but the unstable concoction is there.
There's
first.
The wrist relocate.
Stunned up in. Fly's gonna be the next target, but already the Tusk is down. And now with the Wisp relocate in, they're gonna be able to go onto Lanham. Good overgrowth factor, and the Fly will be taken out with a Doom onto No-Tail. They're actually controlling him pretty decently, but Crit, no! He gets the relocate back out in time. EHOME just shy of finishing him off.
That could have done so much.
Look for the fight, knowing that they should be able to easily win it.
They don't have a CTY for this one.
They're going to come downhill. This is going to be real bad. Old Chicken, he's going to be the first target. Up in the air, back down. No-Tail's just beating him to a pulp. He's already got a monster kill streak, and he is a monster on the front lines. Moon Meander stuns up Old 11. They'll look for more now. Toss forward. Kaka, he's going to be the next target. Almost has the Fisher ready to go, but the turnaround as they found Lanham, they caught him out with the counter ward and ward combination. Take 3 and make it a Roshan as well.
With the weight,
Doom aren't going to be able to provide the same kind of pressure on the side lanes.
look how much damage the Tiny does right now. So much evasion on him, and he's got the Wisp.
You think that living armor and glyph are going to mean anything? No-Tail. He'll just keep on going. He's caught Old Chicken now. The Fisher actually separates the two of them, but he's still reaching over that Fisher to be able to get the kill. The Snowball doesn't quite save the Viper in Old 11. He's got to limp himself away. The zombies are all on top of him. The same goes for Kaka, but OG are just focusing on objectives at this point in time. Kaka, whoa, the toss! Hello, Fly jumps a long way past the tier 2 tower, but Lanham, he's still going to be the target of No-Tail. Coming forward is Crit, and it's going to have enough damage for CTY. Now flying zombie into the air. Fly back down, and Soul Rip will be able to keep him alive until the Doom comes out. Moon Meander makes sure to get the deny on that one. Doom is punished for his positioning though, as OG can continue deep into the EHOME base. Nice Snowball dodging the unstable concoction, but it doesn't really mean much. Moon Meander trapped against that tier 3 tower, managed to get off the Fisher, gets Jagger off of him, and CTY, he can't stop the TP out. OG, they dive fearlessly into EHOME space and walk away with plenty of kills.
Oh, and the Viper's gonna go in here.
He could actually challenge No-Tail with Crit backing him up. They did get an amazing action on Miracle. Barely gets off the unstable concoction. Turns around onto CTY. No-Tail. He dropped low enough, but they can't keep up with him. Miracle's gonna be the target instead, as Old Chicken keeps him in place as Shackle Shot to ensure that Miracle will in fact go down, but it's No-Tail's Tiny, which worth 17,000 net worth, and had that Aegis. That was the critical kill that EHOME desperately needed. Or is this Desolator just for cheap damage? Seems MKB is out of the question. BKB perhaps?
I think Maelstrom is okay because there's no BKBs on the side of OG quite yet. No-Tail still has the axe. He's going to try to trap
separation. The Fisher onto Old Chicken. Immediately the target. Old Chicken's going to be able to get a lot of slow. No-Tail is shackled up to a range creep, but he's already down to half HP, but he still has that Aegis to work with, and he's clean through Old 11, and he'll get Old Chicken as well. The old people are going down, and now an Echo Slam. Moon Meander comes in for the side, catches another 2, and even gets the Fisher onto CTY, but OG will turn to take that tier 2 tower, and Alchemist, who's doomed away, doesn't even care. He out-regens the damage from EHOME, and OG have plenty of sustain to keep marching forward into the EHOME base.
There's just too many core heroes for the Doom to focus down. And what a setup by Moon Meander, being able to isolate 2 heroes out by himself. The other 2 desperately trying to climb that wall, and as soon as they do, they get Echo Slam back into place.
Shot, but again, they have this Aegis. There's just no way they can catch him. Miracle does stun himself with the unstable concoction, and maybe EHOME. Maybe they can catch somebody on the way out. The Doom still needs another 7 seconds, and even then, he doesn't have his ultimate. So EHOME are forced to watch as OG bounce back to their base. Back if OG get a little careless, and that's why they're playing it very safe. Got a Glimmer Cape now for the Wisp. Fly has a Force Staff that we saw that one earlier. Kaka gonna be the target here is No-Tail. They're just trying to run down this Doom. He does have to back up the rest of his team, and No-Tail has to be careful now. Crit, he pops the Glimmer Cape, ready to go with the relocate, but still, No-Tail, even if he's zoomed up, he's right-clicking for so much damage. They do get the Shackle Shot on the side.
This might be your best opportunity.
The snowball comes towards Fly. He's going to be the target of Focus Fire and does end up going down. CTY.
They have to kill No-Tail before this Doom ends.
Catch No-Tail. The Wisp buys back. He needs to really try and save No-Tail. He comes with the relocate in and will help No-Tail with the tether, but he's locked in by the Fissure, and another great Shackle Shot as well. EHOME, they're going to try and get out of the situation. Echo Slam farther up. Looks like they've caught CTY. They'll get that 1 kill. No chicken. He goes down as well as Miracle's able to catch him with an unstable concoction. And third is the touch. EHOME thought they could escape, but no chance. OG commit the buyback on the Wisp, and it seems well worth it as they're on their way to force out a GG from EHOME.
And that was a relatively quick one. Fantastic positioning by Fly. We haven't talked about him all game, but that tombstone was the nail in the coffin for EHOME. He gets it on the high ground. So many zombies spawn out. 0 way for them to recover that fight at that point.
So a fairly dominant game number 1 for EHOME. But OG strike back in game 2, and we will have the full series.